Take 3. So, I got asked about this memory bank, rather. Someone wanted to know how to make it and how to use it. So I thought, why not make a quick video about it? This is just tiled in a 3x3 grid. So this has 9 memory cells, and each of those can store 3-bit. And yep, so I'm just gonna quickly show. This is a single cell, and I'm just gonna show how to build it now. So the cells are a 4x4x4 cube, tileable in all directions, and you can stack the cells in this direction to increase the amount of memory, amount of bits for each memory cell. Sorry for the noise, by the way. And you can increase the amount of memory cells just by tiling it this or upwards. And yeah, I'm just quickly going to show how to build this layout. It's rather simple. So I'm going to start with the 2 enabling lines. One is the cyan line over here, and the other one is going to be dark blue, just opposite to this one. And those 2 blocks need to be punched out. This one is going to be our read enable, and over here we're going to have the write enable line. Now, both of those obviously need to feed into the next cell. That's just going to be tiled like this. So we need a repeater on the end of both, and then we can just go with redstone dust here. Now, the actual memory cell, this is the memory part, has a layout like this. We have a repeater. This is actually going to use repeater locking to store the data. So this is our data storage. Now, we use the enable line to lock this repeater. By the way, both these lines are going to be inverted. So if we flick this off, it's going to be write enabled. If you have it on, then it's going to be locked. Same here. We have a comparator in subtract mode. If we have this on, this comparator is always going to... Oops. What the heck? My mouse just broke for a second. Hello? Why can I not fly? Oh, my shift key was locked. That would explain a lot. That was weird. Okay, never mind that. So, this repeater is locked to prevent writing, and this comparator is always going to output a signal strength of 15 minus 14, so 1. This is 15, this is 14, so this is 1. So the output here has strength 1, and then we're actually going to take it up like this. There's going to be something here. This is the output line, and because now, let's just quickly demonstrate it. I'll power up the cell, and it's locked. This one does have signal strength 1, but it doesn't just carry on, so we can have it like this, and now I can delete the cell again, and now it's off again. And this actually is going to be the output line up here, and now all we are missing is the input line for data input, and this is going to be here. And that's basically the entire memory cell. So you have your data input here, and you got your data output over here, and there we go. So now you can tile the cells for bigger memory per cell this way. So if we just repeat this pattern over here, this, and another repeater, see, the line carries through, and same for the dark blue, and repeater. Now we have this shape again, repeater, comparator, on subtract mode, block there, block here, and now we have the output line, carries on like this. You will have to place repeaters eventually on the output line, as well as the data input line, red one here. It just depends on how far you want to go. So, lever please, thank you. Now we have 2 bits. See, I turn on the data input and the cell doesn't actually change. And now I'm going to write, and the output still doesn't change, but this cell is now on, because obviously we had the input turned on here. And this cell is still off. And now if I allow reading, it's just going to output 0, 1, of course, because that's what we wrote to it. And now I can reset the cell, and now it's just outputting 0. So yeah, now this is 2-bit of storage, 2 bits per memory cell, memory row, whatever you want to call it. And now let's just tile this one right next to it. Oh wait, I think I forgot a repeater or something. Let me quickly check, because this would be kind of broke. Yeah, okay, I forgot 2 repeaters. So These are to make it tileable. If you don't mind the storage, you can remove those 2 repeaters and replace them with dust for extra speed, but then you will have to tile them with 1 airspace in between. Else it's just, obviously, if you put it like that and just put redstone dust here, it's just gonna interfere with each other. So the blue line, you will have 2 repeaters just to make it tileable. If you don't want to tile it, use redstone here. If you want to tile it, you need a repeater. Okay, blue just carries on. Same deal here, by the way. Okay, the blue line again. Invert it, obviously. So we have the memory bank, the memory cell, actually, the storage cell. Same pattern. And now we have the cyan. Like this. And to do this and this. Okay. Repeaters like that. Dust here, subtract mode, dust here. Repeater, into comparator on subtract mode. Now, oops, this was meant to go there. Actually, I need that one too. And we need one here. And now we have the same thing, like that. Those 2 levers can go away because I need wool here. Once again, you can just carry this line on. That's the idea behind it. This, like this. This block is needed, obviously, to carry the output through and up. You can't just do this, because then it's gonna interfere with this red line. So I had to do this kind of weird single transfer upwards. But it works fine. Block here. Okay, now we have 2 memory cells. Now let's just write O1 again to this cell. Okay, it's written. And now we just go write 10 to the first cell. Should be saved now. And now if we enable the output, yeah, of the first cell, we have 10, just what we put in there. And now if we enable that one, we have O1. Okay, so that works great. Now for selecting what you want to write to, I've made a 2D decoder, and that you can just put on here with the inputs facing in there, and it's gonna tile perfectly just for this, but I'm gonna show that in a separate short video. For tiling upwards, you can now go and like this. Just put this one right above that one, and now you can keep tiling it onward. Yep. Not the most space efficient, as I said, it's like 4 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can tile it. You have a bunch of air in between here, but there's also the redstone dust. The only thing that's kind of wasting space is actually like this line and this line. Those are somewhat inefficient. Bunch of air there, as well as above the red line or something. It could be more efficient, I guess, but it's fine enough. And yeah, so I'm just gonna tile this upwards once. Hey, let me through, thank you. This, like this, repeater and comparator, same thing again. Repeater here, and there, here, and there. Obviously all on 1 tick, because we don't want to waste too much speed. We already do waste a lot of speed, so yeah. And like this. Okay. This seems good. Now we need the red input line, of course. That. Just put dust above it, and now we need the second red input over here. And now this output, it's that one. Yeah. And now we have, we're meant to go there. This one. Okay. Redstone dust. And this is missing dust as well. I think now it should work. Seems fine to me. What you can do now is you can just take these and what do I not need? Yellow, whatever. Just like do a normal stair tower. to combine them. And you go away, please. Thank you. Would you flip upwards? Oh. You. So let's see. This might actually be at the point where it doesn't reach anymore. Just removed all the lamps. I'm not a smart man. Whatever, I'm just gonna do it like this. Actually, I could just put the lamp and dust on top. Whatever. So now we have 3 cells, and for the red input line, obviously you can just do the same thing. This block is unnecessary, and this one as well, on the input side, on the first cell. So this can be a tiny bit shorter. Also, did I misplace this one? Yes, I did. So you can just go and... Oh, I tossed away the slabs. Wow. Just slab this one up as well. Like this. That should work fine. And same thing here again. If you're wondering how I'm doing the slab up flipping thingy, this is just a plugin on the server I'm on. See, I'm on a server. And just a nice plugin. So you don't have to do this weird like, oh, I need a block and then I can place it against it. You can literally just stack it up and it's always gonna flip to the top side if you want that. Or just press shift and it's not gonna flip anymore. Okay, so let's write, I need a sign so I can write down what I'm actually gonna write into the cells. So this one here, I'm just gonna write 01. Then here we're gonna write 10, not 109, just 10, and 11. Okay, so let's go 01 right here, 10 right here, and 11, and right up here. Okay, now why is this showing 11? Something is off here. Did I not put these? Oh, I forgot to put these into subtract mode. Okay, now it's working. So yeah, as we've seen, this top cell now has 11. This one down here has 10, and this one has 01. So yeah, you could have just taken this cell and stacked it here. And if you need more bits per space that you're gonna store something in, just continue tiling it this way. And that's pretty easy. Just gonna repeat that way. Yeah, as I said, I can make a short video about the decoder if you want it. But for now, this should be enough, I guess. If you got any more questions, just ask me. This is on my big plot on the Redstone server. Give me chat. Where is chat? Chat on. So redstone.com. Let me make that fancy. Redstone.com. Server IP is just redstone.com, and it's /bp and then /ph /ph1851, and it's on there. So if I just go here, you just end up with this 3x3 tile. Let me turn off that again. I'm just gonna put that stuff into the description as well. Options, chat, hidden. Thank you. You end up with this 3x3 tile just into your face. The single cell actually is missing repeaters. Yeah, as I said, those 2 repeaters are optional if you don't need to tile it in a tight space. If you have the airspace here, you can have redstone dust here. Just if you tile it next to each other, you need that repeater. And then, yeah, as I said, once your signal runs out up here, signal's gonna be 15 strength coming out of here, so 15, 14, 13, and then you can tile, I think, 4 cells, and then you need a repeater. This design, I've just put repeaters everywhere, but yeah. As I said, the IP and stuff to get here is gonna be in the description as well. You can just come here, take the cell, copy it if you want to. I came up with this myself, so I can allow all of you to copy it as much as you want. Feel free to use it. I do have some more memory cells, but this is basically the best of those. And yeah, I don't know if it's worth showing the other cells. Okay.